Bushwick Radio.
Yo, what up, y'all? What up? This is Never Say Never Sundays here. We got some guests from LA. You know what I'm saying? We got Banish and we got Cerebral. I'm probably messed that up, but we got my man Napoleon over here holding it down with me.
As always.
So what up, y'all?
Chilling, man. What's good?
Peace.
How y'all enjoying NYC?
Happy to be here.
Loving it.
Really?
Yeah, loving it.
It's not cold, bro.
I was born out here, so it's different.
Oh,
Yeah, I left to Cali when I was 5.
So does that count?
So it
Does
don't
that
really count.
count?
But I come back and forth all the time, like every year. So and I always come when it's colder, cause
I
it's
just keep taking
90,000
clothes off.
degrees in California on the regular.
Y'all close by them fires?
I'm not.
Nah,
thank
I'm
God.
by the border and shit.
He's in San Diego, which
Yeah.
is the bottom of California, connected to Mexico.
I lived in TJ
So he
for like
basically
2-3
lives in
years.
TJ,
I've lived in Mexico before,
Like
What?
Tijuana,
So you
yeah.
where Trump is
Yeah.
beefing about the border?
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
and you're up at where?
I'm up further north.
Gangbang
so
area?
I'm right. It's
Yeah.
everything around, even his area.
Bloods
is
and
gangbang
Crips.
central.
Yeah, I mean, where I'm at, it's like the Mexican gangs though, like more. You know
But
what I
you
mean?
got,
But
like,
like if you
Bloods
go
and
up, if you go up
Diegos,
southeast, it's Bloods and Crips for sure.
Like MS-13?
No,
You got
that's
that?
that.
Where I
out
live,
there?
Yeah.
where I
that's-
live, you got that crazy because where I live is like I say 90% Mexican.
Them cats
and
from
then you
El
got
Salvador
those
and
guys are
shit.
El Salvadorians,
Yeah.
so like they beef with all the Mexican gangs.
Get the. I'm not.
But you got to remember though, if you get locked up in California, you're either if you're Latino, you're either Sereno or Norteño.
North
So
or south.
you're either north or south. And then you bang completely different because Northerners are more like black folk, like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and shit like that. And then you got the Southerners; those are the essays, the vatos and shit. You know what I mean?
That cartel shit's different.
Different, way different.
I'm
So when you go to
shocked.
jail, you automatically have to be divided into your race. So you automatically become what one consider racist. It's automatic.
So that is true. I see on these specials, on these shows, these gangs and stuff in the jails. And they really
If you go to jail, not as much. County is county's crazy, but not as much. But you go to prison, it's ran by gangs. All prisons in California are ran by gangs, and it's race gangs. So you got Woods, you know what I mean. You got Norteños, Serenos, and you got blacks, and you got others, which are Asians, Samoans, stuff like that.
Samoans.
Mad Samoans in
Mad
California.
Samoan bloods.
Mad Samoan bloods.
We got a lot of Samoan bloods where I'm at.
Yeah, Samoans is
Wow.
deep out there.
Get the fuck. I'm so shocked right
Baby.
now.
Yeah.
And then I
deep
gotta
out there.
I be researching gang culture shit out here just to know by where we staying and shit. So like I'm up on all the
Holy
woos and the
shit.
chos and all the the
Your
Brooklyn
Young
Brooklyn
Bloods,
beef
yeah,
right
Young
now is
Bloods
wild.
and Young Crips out here.
Just Brooklyn in general, like the little rap gang beef wars that they got going in Brooklyn right now is nutty.
I'm not in that gang network. Anybody? Anyone in the gang?
I just not at all. I just pay attention. You know what I mean? I like to know where I'm at.
I'm from a
What you know what I mean?
gang block, so yeah.
Gang block.
Yeah, my whole block is Crip.
Oh,
Through straight Crips.
Does that reflect in the music that you do?
Yeah, I say Crip shit all the time.
Really?
All the time.
All right.
And if anybody asks me, I'll bang on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For sure.
So if you would have come up to me and be like, where you from? I'm going to tell you where I'm from. Straight
Right.
up and down. If it's on some gang shit.
Right.
Because you have to in L.A., you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't like throw your flag down. You know what I mean? You gotta be on your shit. That don't mean nothing though now, because everything is about green. Bloods and Crips get along. Certain situations, not all of them. You know what I'm saying? But in certain situations, Bloods and Crips get along. Because it's about making money. You know what I mean?
I am not gang related.
He's not. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind.
Me neither, man. But no, but it should be about the green anyways at the end
Well,
of
I
the
got
day,
mad.
you know, like-
A bunch of blood friends.
Right.
A
right.
bunch. You know
6
what I
9
mean?
one of them.
Definitely not. You know what I mean? Definitely not. I don't fuck with no snitches. Yeah. I live by that old motto. You know, snitches get stitches. You get fucked up, you do that shit.
So when y'all came out here, was it what was the reasons for like shows? It was to visit. What was it?
We both got albums out, so we both just released that project. So
it's promo run.
a little bit of a
basically,
promo run, yeah.
Well, this dude puts out like 7 albums a year and shit, so he always got
Facts.
something in the stash. You know
Aight.
what I mean? Me, I'm a little bit more long-winded and shit. You know?
Got you.
So last time we came out here, like when I left off of this trip, I had maybe like 2 joints in the stash and like 1 feature verse, and then like I was just had this new energy when we left last time, so I created the whole rest of the project I just put out
What's it called?
based off of that. It's called Singularity Season.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm on some fucking AI futurist
Singularity
technology
shit. I was about to say, I was thinking
yeah,
about some
yeah.
Evangelion,
I like to do.
Genesis shit.
I like my albums to be like topical or like have something to tie it all together and shit.
For sure.
Right.
But when I checked on the iTunes, let's see, I saw 2 albums, 1 EP, and 8 singles. That's under
Me or him?
Supreme.
This fool works.
Oh,
like
on
this dude a
that, yeah,
workhorse.
because I don't have everything on every platform. I like to
He
keep
do
the
physicals and shit.
exclusivity of everything,
That's a
selling
lot.
out the vinyl, doing all that. Because right now in the scene that we in, like we're able to do that. You know, like the way everything is kind of folded out now. Like I could sell out my vinyl, do like a limited run of 100, sell that out, dolo myself. I don't need like these little small companies that be robbing everybody. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather all that money go into my pocket instead of them giving me like certain amount of copies where I can go make my own money, and then they make like 8,000 off me selling it out to their fans. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like the exclusivity of it. So I only got certain things on like all platforms like iTunes and Amazon.
So when you put out vinyls or CDs or whatever, like you press them yourself.
Of course, yeah, I put all money. I mean, I've dealt with other people and had that done before,
Right.
but soon as I started doing it myself, I started realizing how much money there was really potentially in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you have a good fan base, they always gonna buy your shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you ain't, and if the quality is there, they gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I do put out a lot of music, but you know, if Rock Marcy put out 3 albums in a year, what a little cat like me gonna do? I need to compete. You know what I mean? I need
Right.
to show everybody and show and prove. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you know, if every artist is different, and if you have that type of creativity and inspiration, why not? You know, I put out 10 projects last year.
Right.
I'm at number 6 or 7 this year, so
Right,
I
I
do the
put out
same.
5,
I do
yeah.
the same, but it just.
It's content era too, so it's like
Right.
You gotta stay hot in everybody's ear.
But at the end of the day, you know, it can't be whack, because then you playing yourself too.
No,
So it's just if you could
Facts.
do it, if your quality level is there, yeah, why not? If
Yeah.
not, man, you know, go at your own speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Napoleon got mad albums. Every time I get
Yeah,
an email,
no.
next day is a new album. Next day
Yeah.
another email, another album. Like,
Yeah.
man,
'Cause I don't care.
Yeah,
They
well,
gotta
I see,
catch-
I see,
they gotta
his, I
catch up
see
to
his
me.
name everywhere.
This
So
guy-
I'm
Yeah,
I
always
say
like,
though, like
that's
you,
how I
when
always
you
check your
attack it like a job and you getting up every day putting in 10 hours a day into something, like, you know,
Right.
like I feel like if I was just doing music all day every day, I could probably crank out a bunch more shit though. But I still don't think that you know I went in for a week and did 27 songs. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
No, you know what it is? I feel like, and it's good. I think it's good that everybody's being creative now in this like new Renaissance type era.
Right.
I think some people are doing it for the wrong reasons. Like some people are just like compete. Like I'm trying to go fast. Like you said, I did 27 songs in a week or whatever, and I'm gonna put out 10 whatever.
You ain't saying shit.
It's just like I said, some people could do it. Some people doing it good and really have. You could tell their project is inspired. And some people are just putting shit because I could put on a beat and make a song like in 30 minutes. Like so what?
Or
If
just
it's
rap.
not bringing nothing to
They
the
don't
table.
even make
you know what I'm
songs.
They
saying?
don't
just
even
rap,
make
put on a
sense.
beat and
There's
rap.
no content.
Yeah.
in it. It's just words rhyming.
You
There's
just
a
gonna-
lot of people that do, and a lot of times, a lot of these dudes too is getting saved by the producers.
Right.
Some of these new producers got crazy beats.
Right.
So the fans are automatically intrigued by the beat alone. So you ain't even really got to be that nice. And motherfuckers be bigging up everybody too much. Like, you know what I mean? It's too much like, I want to keep it cool with everybody.
Right.
Or I want to ride who's ever I think is popping.
Supreme wants to keep it cool with
you know what I'm
nobody.
saying? I mean, I just don't give a fuck.
that's the attitude I'm with.
And I'm a type of person that's like, I ain't gotta be cool with you. We see each other. You know what I mean? I shake your
Right.
hand, you shake mine. It's respect. You know what I mean? As long as respect isn't taken away, we don't gotta like each other, man. Everybody ain't fucking meant to like each other, bro. Like I don't
Word
get
up.
that mentality. That's not a real mentality. There's duality in life. You gonna have ups and downs, bad, good. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
it
everybody
is
don't
what
rub
it
you.
is.
You know what I mean? Everybody don't vibe.
And
with
and I
you.
don't expect everybody to like
Yeah.
jock me or like ride my coattail or nothing like that. Like that's not what I'm looking for. Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean I get love. So
I think just in general, there's people you click with, automatic and shit.
yeah.
and
But
people
there's
that you
always
don't.
people that just dick ride who's popping.
Right now.
And they comments all the time.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? And then they'll go in your DMs.
Right.
You know, they won't do the same shit
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
And you see, I'm the type of person, I see shit like that.
Right.
That's traits in humans. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, it's faulty traits. I don't fuck with you like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you show me nothing but I'm seeing you, I'm seeing how you
Right.
move, and I'm respecting it, and I can
Right.
get with it.
Right.
I fucks with you, and if I fuck with you, I fuck with you heavy. You know what I mean? There is no like I kind of fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, and I'm the type of person you'll know, cause my energy will switch.
You a
I
Scorpio?
get it. Now I'm a Taurus.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a bull. You know what I mean?
Scorpio, all or nothing for us.
Well, see, yeah, I got a lot of Scorpio friends.
Man, happy belated, man.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it.
My bad,
It's
bro.
all good. It's all good.
Planet Asia, Scorpio.
Yeah. He was-
My man Elo Kush is Scorpio. There's a bunch of Scorpios.
All or nothing. Oh.
Yeah, I get along with Scorpio males. Pause.
Libra gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Pisces, man.
See, yeah, one of my best friends, Pisces. Pisces is cool people.
The name of your new album.
Mine is Hattori Hanzo.
Satori Hanzo.
Hattori Hanzo.
Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does that mean?
That's he was the greatest samurai in Japanese history.
Oh, wow.
You
Dope.
got dude,
Yo.
and he was known for having the sharpest sword ever, like the sharpest steel.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in the Kill Bill movie, like
Okay.
they referenced him. That's not the real Hattori Hanzo, because
Right.
obviously Hattori Hanzo was from hundreds of years ago. But they reference him. That's why like the steel is like unbreakable and shit. It's like
Right.
the dope. So like, it's a metaphor pretty much for me. Like I got the sharpest sword. You know what I mean? Like
Yo, that album, I listened to it. It is lyrically dope. It's all about
Thank you,
lyrics
bro.
in the album.
yeah,
Lyrics,
yeah.
metaphors. To me, when I heard it, it was like remind me of a good hip hop album.
It's a street album for me. You know what I mean? Like I made sure that I touched on the topics that I wanted to talk about.
Yo, there's there's a song on there I like a lot.
Word.
Wrote it down. What the hell
I
is
forget which one. There's one that you spaz where I was like, yo, this shit's nuts.
that? Now y'all talking about a lot of Clarks in there too. So
So I got an album with Elo Kush called Clark Connoisseurs, and we actually had Clarks reach out to us over that album. The album is crazy, yo. And it's all references to Clarks, cause my collection is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got Sycamore shit. I got regular Clarks, limited edition Clarks,
who else?
collab Clarks. You know
Who
what I mean?
almost got into the fight about the last pair of kicks? It was on the album. It was a lyric. But I don't know the song. But,
He might be talking about Kush said something. Kush said something about that.
Yeah, it was
Oh, you step on my shit?
He said something
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. No, that's true too. You ruined my Wallabies. We definitely gonna fight.
Red Leopard.
Oh yeah, Red
That's
Leopard.
one of my favorites on the album. That
Word.
one because it reminds me. It's like back in the days when I was growing up, the '80s era, hip hop. Every hip hop album had a love song. I'm saying I don't call it a love song, but like a song for female.
Joint for the ladies.
Yeah, but that one to me sounds like the one. That's the one. The track is dope. The lyric is dope, and
Word.
it's positive. That's what it go. It was a positive song. Nothing crazy. Nothing like the songs you hear nowadays.
Well, yeah, on the Clark's album in particular, like me and Kush, we tapped into like we wanted to have substance instead of just being like we just gonna bar out. You know what I mean? Like on some crazy Clark shit, like some Ghostface shit. You know, I was like, we gotta have substance. So we did like a real song with my man Red singing, and like, you know, like we touched real topics because we wanted to like. You gotta think, man. All these kids is listening to music, and that's all they do is listen to music. So you gotta have some form of positivity in your music. You gotta be able to spread knowledge, and you know what I mean.
Definitely one of the positive
Touch the
ones.
people. You know what I mean. Not all the time. Like I don't want to hear that shit all the time, but
I mean, yeah.
sometimes I want to hear motherfuckers go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you gotta have substance. You know what I mean. That's everything I think for a rapper. If you're, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I think perspective is people want to know what your perspective
Right,
is. You know
how
what I
you
mean?
feel,
And,
what you think,
and
yeah.
some artists you can't really tell because they're always in character. But it depends.
Mhm.
Some artists just it's like an actor. They're always playing that role. Like Liam Neeson will play that one movie role all the time.
All the time.
But there's some actors like Tom Hanks and Denzel. They'll go in different
everywhere.
roles. You know what I mean? It depends what type of rapper artist you are. You know what I mean?
I think what kind of person you are.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
outside of this hip hop shit.
Some
'cause
people
you,
ain't about shit, so you ain't gonna hear
you ain't
nothing
gonna
of
hear nothing.
substance.
That's true.
Cause you around them, you're
That's
like,
true.
that's all you get, one note,
Right.
all day.
That's you.
They're one
Right.
track, one gear,
Facts.
and that's it. Some people
Yeah.
just got. I know I got different gears to my personality, so
Yeah.
it's gotta reflect in my music, or else
Facts.
I'm not being real to myself and to my
The
audience.
one trick pony rappers.
Word.
Right. Rap about the
Some cats do
same
the- yeah.
thing on every
man.
album.
Same
Everything.
cadence, same
Whoa.
tone, same delivery.
Shoot, kill, stab, drugs, money. Every single
Yeah,
song.
like same
every
exact
That's a
album,
hit,
note,
bro.
just
Do that
same
again.
joint.
That was a hit.
Right. Right. Just
How'd it go?
different variations of beats. Just
Right.
same exact thing they talking about. Just different beats.
But you know, even the graphics, you know, when people draw, some people draw one thing all the time.
Right,
It's
right,
always the same,
Or
but
really,
and
yeah.
they just milk that. And it's like, to me, it's nothing wrong with that. You do what you do.
I like to be able to test my versatility in anything
Right.
creative. you know
Right,
what
but I
I'm
think
saying?
like the greats though, you could
Right.
really feel them. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They have
yeah.
so many levels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could be dope, but that don't mean you're gonna be a great. You know what I mean?
True.
That's the different levels. to
I
this
agree
shit,
with
you know what I
that.
mean? It depends on what you want in life, really. You want to be rich, you want to be famous. Like what you know, like some
Right.
people have different
Agendas,
perspectives on how they want to
yeah.
move. You know what I
Different
mean?
goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody want to speak about Marble Cake?
In what capacity? The song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. That's me and Cush's album. Yeah, that's from Car Connoisseurs. and
We
shit.
talking
He-
food?
Banish ain't on that
We
shit.
talking food?
Yeah, Banish ain't on that shit. Yeah, that's me and my man Kush. Yeah,
I like that one.
yeah, Marble Cake is real dope.
That
Like
brought back memories.
that whole
Yeah, because y'all started off like back in the days living Flatbush. I came from Coney Island. I'm from Coney Island, so Flatbush, like you said, Jamaicans. They had
Right.
they always had the Wallabies,
They
the
always
Clarks,
had the Clarks,
Clarks.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
That always brought back memories to me.
Yeah, and Kush is from New Brunswick, Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So like
Alright.
that's why it's dope that we did the album, because it's two different totally sides of the spectrum.
Right.
It's an East Coast perspective, you know. And we around like the same age too.
And when did that album come out?
That came out I think that was
Earlier this year.
October. I just put out Tori Hanzo in October, and then I think it was 2 months before that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was July.
Recent.
Yeah, it's July.
Recent.
Yeah, I believe so. It was July, something like that. Yeah, we put that out. I've dropped 4 albums so far this year. I dropped Gaddafi at the beginning of the year.
My shit always been heavily influenced by Jamaican culture too. So it was
Yeah.
yeah, Desert Boots and Clark, the whole
You
Clark.
ever rapped that dancehall rhythm?
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
for
I
sure.
spent some time out in
That's because
Kingston
of the
too. And
dreads.
shit.
That's what the hair.
Yeah, no, I'm 22 years with the locks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what I
word.
mean? But I've done joints
commitment.
I've done joints with Beanie Man and
Have you?
Yeah, Sizzler and
Shoot.
Junior
that's what's up.
Reed, Don
Yeah, I'm a-
Carlos. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So
yeah.
you're reggae now.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
You know, he's dance hall.
I wouldn't
artist.
say
Dance
that.
hall.
Yeah.
The soca,
but,
going soca.
But I fuck with dancehall heavy, like you know what I mean.
Right,
Like
right.
yeah, like I stay in touch. Also, like I was telling you, I stay in touch with shit that goes on with like the younger generation. Like I'm also in tune with like the dancehall scene.
You got
as
your
well.
man Show Crime on the joint.
Yeah, Show Crime on one of my joints and shit. He's
Oh,
part
dope.
of Aedonia's crew, and Aedonia is like a big deal out there. And Show Crime's he's on his way up. He's been doing a lot of he's fire.
He did a hook for us.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
He shot
Crazy.
the video. He shot the video out there and shit. But
I'm a
That's
big
a Derringer
big
beat,
dancehall
yeah,
reggae
that's what's
head
that?
too.
yeah, it's a Derringer. Yeah,
That's a
Derringer
Derringer
beat.
beat, yeah.
Me and him did, and then I put Show Crime on the hook and shit. But Show Crime. We talking about versatility. He got joints. He got
Yeah.
street joints for the gal. Them. You know what I'm saying? He
Right,
got
right.
all that shit. He's fire. Yeah, I like his shit a lot.
I'm not too familiar with the dancehall era.
You not
The
familiar?
new shit is wild. Yo.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Fire. Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I come from more like I mean, coming up early shit, you know what I mean, dancehall, like I know all the old shit, but like when I was really tapping in heavy, it was like the Vibes Cartel era.
Vibes
You know what I'm
Cartel.
saying? Yeah.
Vice Cartels. crazy.
Mavado, when him and Mavado were beefing,
Beefing.
when it was Gully versus Gaza, that's when I was in Kingston and it was lit.
You was out there?
Yeah.
Oh, word. That's what's up.
Yeah, I was out there staying with Tristan Palmer, and he's in Pembroke, which is it's kind of like where you're in the middle of some shit, like you go this way or that way, and you in some shit, but you know it's kind of like a upper middle class neighborhood, but it's right down the way from Waterhouse and Firehouse
You got
and
a
all
fake
the
Jamaican
red books,
accent?
you know what I mean? I do not.
Damn. Why not? Come on, boy.
It's like anything when you go somewhere and you spend some time there, you pick up on
Yeah,
little
you
things
pick
here
up
and
on
there
it.
and shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, you do for sure, but I'm not gonna
Not gonna-
I'm not gonna
shit.
for yeah.
Come out here and spit it.
So you well versed in the patois, like you understand it real well.
I
and
can
everything?
understand pretty good. There's
Yeah.
some yard man, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, that like
Yeah.
really
Nobody
country.
can understand, Yeah.
Yeah, real like country. Yeah,
Yeah.
you might have some time. You might have some trouble.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? But
But all right, cool. No, finish with your
Yeah.
Go for
nah, yeah, you might have some trouble like tuning in with some of
Right.
that shit if it's real thick, and then you just pick up certain things. But pretty much,
I went to Jamaica years back with a shorty, But I ain't get the real experience. I was in the resort,
Yeah, you in
just
Montego
chilling.
or something.
I was in the grill. It was
Yeah.
a whack resort too, man.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see the real experience, man.
It's
He
different.
was like, that shit was whack.
Wait,
I mean,
when I came back,
Now
like,
they misled us. They told us we was gonna have beach view and everything. We
Yeah.
didn't even have that, and then we told the person it was whack.
when I came back and
But
people
we had
wanted
that.
me to describe it and shit, because I'm so close to Mexico, it's like it's because it's third world over there. So
Yeah.
like to me, it was like black TJ.
Right.
It's like the vibes. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's corrugated tin. It's you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
So we're
It's
gonna
different.
take a quick break. We're gonna come back.
Break it
never,
up.
Never Say Never Sundays, primetime show.
Yeah.
Prime time show.
What's going on? Never Say Never Radio Sundays.
Sundays.
We here. Napoleon, the legend, Lite.
What
We
up? What
got
up?
Supreme, Cerebral, and Banish.
Banish. Sundays. Never say never. What it look like?
Never say
Never say that shit.
What it look like, y'all? Yeah, right. What it look like, y'all?
Never
What it
say
look like?
never to me.
Never say never.
Say him this plug. What it look like, y'all? We're gonna get back into this. oh, the albums. Let's see. Let's talk about your producers. Y'all let me know your producers on these albums.
Ooh, man, on Gaddafi, I have all kind of people. From Giallo Point,
Oh, that's
Vinyl
the
Villain. Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
man.
I got it. I gotta say, shout out Giallo, man. We
Yes.
got mad music
I
together.
know, yeah. He that's how kind of like I found started listening to your music.
Oh, word?
It's-
All right,
it's
that's what's
through-
up.
Because like when Giallo does shit with people, I always tune in. 'Cause,
Okay,
you know,
word.
Giallo beats is wild. you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a we gonna do an album next year.
Okay.
We've been
dope.
talking about it for like 2 years and shit. I always get busy, yo, and then just
Right.
I get all these producers trying to send me beats.
Right.
Sometimes it'd be a bunch of fly ass shit. So I'm like, oh, you know, I start penning
Word,
right away
word.
and shit. Then I be forgetting, like, oh shit, I got the batch of beats. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rob Victim did all of Hattori Hanzo though, and then Clipto.
Where he from?
He's from Dallas, Texas.
all right.
Yeah. And Clipto and Jules White did Clark Connoisseurs with me and Kush. Yeah, definitely. And then I did an album with Noah the Flood, and this dude named Curse from Toronto did all the beats.
Toronto.
Yeah. So
Who you got in your album?
Producers on my album: Carnate, True Mentals. My man Chaos did a joint. Who else on there? Working Man got some stuff on there. Derringer did one joint.
yeah.
That's about it. It was just kind of like a collection of stuff I had at the time. I was like, let me just gather, what I think sounds good together. I didn't even really care who was producing what or what came
Right.
from who. It was just like, this is the shit that sounds good together to me.
So let me
you know?
ask y'all, like, when y'all make a project, right? Like, do you guys? What's the ratio of tracks y'all record versus what actually goes into the project?
I put out almost everything I record.
So you pretty much you
Uh-uh.
batting 100.
I just don't like. I mean, it's a rare occasion that I make something that I'm like, nah. I mean, it won't even go that far.
Right. Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
If I
wanna
record
record it, yeah.
something that I don't like,
Right.
I'm on to the next shit.
Got you.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, my shit is I have a bunch sometimes. Depends
Right.
on the album. If I do a particular producer,
Yeah.
I usually pick the
Right.
ones that I really want to get busy on.
Right.
So I pretty much keep about 90% of those on the album. If I do a joint where it's a bunch of different producers,
Yeah.
then it's just I record like probably 18 joints, keep 12, 13, you know what I mean?
Right.
My output ain't like that either, too. So I don't have the output that this dude has. I
Right,
don't
right.
make that much shit. So
Yeah.
like when I hone in on something, like it's all zoned
Yeah,
out. Like I'm not just like
But I collabed with
Yeah.
like everybody
Right.
that's like been doing it, you know what I mean? Like from the underground scene, you know what I mean? Plus I'm from GCN with Planet Asia, Tri-State.
Okay.
You know, so like, that's family right there.
For
So
sure.
I'm
Shout
always-
out
I'm
to
always-
Tri-State and Planet
I'm
Asia.
always
sir.
doing tracks with them, you know what I
the
mean?
OGs.
And then like, the new underground scene that's kind of,
Yeah.
coming to fold. I got tracks with pretty much everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Let me
Yeah.
ask y'all, who was some of y'all favorite artists who like influenced y'all before y'all started all this?
everybody, man, from Big L, Big Pun, Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z,
Yeah, pretty much all that shit.
Boot Camp Click, Sean Price,
It's
everybody, man.
G-Rap.
I'm
Rakim.
yeah, of course. Big Daddy Kane. Everybody.
Yeah.
Like I there's too many to name, you know what I mean? Like when people try to say name your top 5, that's impossible.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
know it is.
Nah,
but
it's hard.
Chino
I
XL
mean,
is dope to me.
I'm
There's a bunch of
yeah,
dope
yeah.
lyricists out.
Wow.
Napoleon's dope. You know what
I'd say like
saying?
I'm
Man.
kind of a Wu baby though. Like, I
Likewise.
came up around that Wu era. Like that shit was heavy. Boot camp and Wu was probably the two biggest influences, I think.
Yeah, of course, Wu-Tang. Yeah, I mean that's
That
for
was
me
that was just the
in
era.
particular. Yeah, of course. You know, like I got an album called Clark Connoisseurs. That's like a homage to Ghost,
Right,
pretty much
right.
Ghost and Ray. So
For
it's
sure.
like, you know what I mean. I got an album with my man Ralphie Reese coming out next year called Iron Links. So Ghost was a Taurus, and you know what's his name was Raekwon was a Capricorn. So me and my man Ralphie, that's us.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna do Iron Man and Only Built for Cuban Links. So we
Right.
call it Iron Links.
Right.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
wow, that's dope. That's
And,
dope. I didn't even
it's
catch
pretty
that.
much gonna be like a homage, but we rap like we got that style. Everybody always like, you got that Wu-Tang style. I'm like, well, we got that real shit. It's not
Right,
really a
right,
Wu-Tang style, you know. Of course we're influenced, but you know what I mean. Everybody sounds different though, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm influenced by everybody. Like even to this day, like you know what I mean. Like from the newer kids, you know. So I get inspired by them new kids' energy, even though they ain't saying much. Like their energy is dope, and how they all like kind of stick together. Like that shit is fly to me, because I'm like, we can't do that in the underground. Everybody's got these weird egos and shit. Like everybody's too dope.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like I hate that shit.
That
you know what I
artists,
mean?
that's why I take it slow with artists I meet, man, because some of them, you know, they end up being, you know, just different. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Well,
bro.
Like they tell you something in your face, and then it's like,
yeah.
Artists are
just
weird
act
characters,
different.
bro. Producers, artists, creative people, a lot of times are odd people.
You know, it's that, and then some of these dudes is beyond some 48 laws of power bullshit,
Yeah.
and it's like, if I could see you doing that, it's corny to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you ain't deceiving nobody if I could telegraph your moves, like you're moving funny.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
could
If
see
it was
it,
really
right?
smart, I wouldn't have catched it. And I was
Right.
like, oh shit, this dude
Right.
is ill. He's Machiavellian shit. But y'all cats is like, y'all just read that
Too
book and y'all are
obvious.
trying to apply that shit to your moves, and y'all
Right.
looking crazy
They're
because
crazy.
you know you're not doing as much as you think you are.
Yeah.
Y'all got any
For the most
videos out?
part.
My bad.
I mean, I did videos for almost half the album. I shot one the day before I came out here, and then we just shot one last night for the track that we got on my album with me, Preem, and Oh the Great.
All right.
And then I'll probably knock another one out before I leave here.
So you got your video guy
So-
here, or you
so
shoot your own
yeah,
videos?
Yeah, nah, we got a homie of our Alphabetic shot my joint last night. He's kind of getting going on it. We've done some stuff out here. We did one last year when he was
I
out
usually
here
get
too.
Dirt Diggs to shoot my videos.
Dirt Diggs?
Yeah,
Dirt-
JR
Dirty
from
Diggs.
Okay, word,
They
word.
done a couple. They did a couple.
Because you know that's in house for me.
All right.
So that's like automatic.
They did the first two joints
Yeah,
off
they got
off
dope
this
joints.
project,
Oh word.
and then I did a few more after. So
Yeah, when I pulled up to the block to for this, I thought they were shooting a video outside Bushwick Radio. I'm like, you guys shooting a video? You guys look like it just needed the cameraman.
Right.
You might as well buy the camera in front
Getting
of
harassed
the
by the little
crib.
12-year-olds
Right,
trying to sell
harassed-
condoms and shit.
Right.
Kids selling condoms out here in Bushwick.
What's that about?
I don't know.
What was that? I said, yo, you get those for free from the
Exactly.
abortion
Right, you can go
spot.
to the pharmacy, whatever. You
they
can go to.
hustling.
That's
Hustle.
crazy.
Condoms? Hustle condoms.
Hey, they got $5 out of us,
Yeah.
so they did something right.
Guess it's
Oh,
better
Because
than
we just
crack.
wanted them to
Oh,
jump.
the hell
oh, y'all
outta here.
support? Yeah, I
And
get
we
it.
let them keep them. I'm like, yo, keep that shit. Go make some more
They
money.
stepped up to me at like down the block, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I thought it was like pills or something. I thought it was like Advils or something.
See, they
I
could
didn't
be
even
selling. They
look
could be
at it.
selling pills,
I
but
was
they
just
selling
like, nah.
condoms and
Those
shit. I
buttons.
support that.
You support that?
I'm a tipper and shit. It's all good.
Hey, man.
You don't want to cause them to break up.
Right, right. One dude
Seen
snatched.
it,
One
right?
dude snatched
Seen
them
it.
ones
One
and
dude
dipped
snatched
and
all the
shit.
money and
yeah.
then walked away from his crew. Like, nah, it's us. And then he was like,
That's
yeah,
right.
so that's why
Yo.
y'all crew ain't gonna be the same.
Divvy it up though. Divvy
Oh,
it up.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young thugs in training. That's why I
In
call
true Bushwick fashion.
it. Young thugs in training.
A true Bushwick fashion.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing, man. You know, prime time and bizarre stories. I hear about how Bushwick used to be. So
I was hearing something when I was waiting outside. It's
Right.
crazy out here.
Right.
Like,
word
damn.
up.
But
Shit's crazy.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I got Rock Candy with Planet Asia and Elo Kush.
Rock
off,
Candy.
off the Clark Connoisseurs album.
That's a dope song.
And then I got Purple Tape Wallies too. We shot a video for that. That's on the Clark's album.
So the Rock Candy shot a video too?
Yeah, shot a video for that.
Yeah, shot it this week?
Nah, we shot that a while. It's out. It's been out for a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like Rock
yeah,
Candy.
yeah. Me, Planet Asia and Elo.
I like Rock Candy.
Asia's my man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Asia was here for his birthday. He was actually in here. He was in here like last week.
Asia everywhere,
He's
man.
out here right
Yeah,
now.
I did a show. I think it was 2 years ago in Paris, and he popped up to my show.
Yeah.
In the middle of the
He'll
show, he
pop
went
up.
off stage. You
Yeah.
know, I brought him up. We spit some bars. I'm like, this dude's everywhere.
He'll go somewhere and just stay there for a hot one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good everywhere.
Yeah.
At Black Anthony Bourdain.
Right?
He should have his own travel show, man.
Right, that should be lit too.
Planet Asia,
Planet
you know,
Asia.
travel show. Planet. He's going around the planet.
Yeah.
Word.
Your flows on the album are dope.
Appreciate that.
The flows,
Appreciate
Ride the
it.
Beats. There's a lot of samples in here.
Oh yeah, on the Clark's album, if
Yeah.
you're talking about that,
Yeah,
that's my man Clipto.
How do you clear them?
So that's the Loop
He
King
did
right
not.
there.
Yo.
Yeah. Nah, if we ever get hit, we never sold those. We just sold the art.
By not
You know
doing
what I mean?
Yeah.
I sold the art. That was
Promo,
it.
right?
Yeah, that was promo. That was it. Yeah, facts.
We getting our name out there, peoples.
Yeah, facts. You know,
That
I'm sure in the
I was
future
like-
we're gonna have to take that off. Like, we'll get that back.
Yeah, man. They're gonna get that Jay-Z status. They're gonna come right at that.
Right.
Nah, but that was a dope album. I must admit. Prime sent me all that stuff.
Word.
Dope.
So what's the next promo city y'all going to? Or is this the last one?
They're gonna-
Yeah, for probably the year. You know,
Yeah.
when I get back home.
So where did y'all go? Because y'all said y'all was in Boston just now, right?
Nah,
No.
the Chaos, our
Chaos
homie,
is from
he
Boston, right?
meets us up here from Boston.
Okay, shout out to
Yeah.
Chaos back there.
Yeah,
Shout out
Chaos
to
over
DJ
there.
Eyeball too.
Yeah.
DJ
DJ
Eyeball,
Eyeball
his
in
new
the place.
stickers.
On fire.
But yeah, I'll probably just go back to. I'll probably go back to LA, do a couple things in LA. Right when I hit home, I got a show in San Diego with Rock Mars, and then
Nice.
yeah, for the rest of the year, I'll probably just I'm passing out thumb drives of the album and shit, and that's it. Really, just trying to get people to check it.
Word.
Yeah,
Any
I'll
shows
be.
you got?
I'll be in Miami with Kush December.
Oh, words and what?
Okay.
That's all. Like we be with Thurston Howell and them.
Oh, okay.
They got a showcase out there.
That's his second home
Yeah,
right
I'm
there.
always in Miami.
Right. Yeah. See, I've only been to Miami once, and I didn't really do what I needed to do. You know what I mean? Because Miami, you can have fun out there.
That's 305.
You
Just
know what
have
I
that
mean?
fun out
Like,
there.
Yeah, I like that.
Did not say too much fun, but yeah, I'll be having my fun out there.
Right.
I gotta really go. I've been twice, but like you, I ain't really get to.
Get to do it. Yeah,
Nah.
exactly.
And we went to Fort Lauderdale
Yeah, before
for
Lauderdale.
a show, but
That's
that
all.
was quick, man.
Yeah.
It was in and out.
They got honeys out there though.
Man.
Motherfucker.
Yes, they do. But
You know what I'm saying?
people,
Anywhere where it's warm,
They got a type, right? It's a type female
bro,
out
it's
there. Yeah.
everywhere, son.
some Luke dancers out there.
Yeah.
new breed of 'em.
Shout out Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard the strip
Came
clubs
up
out
on
there
that
is
shit,
fire,
too.
Oh yeah, that was a fire.
Best strip clubs
He's
I've
a
been
oh
to though
yeah.
is Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I
Yeah,
haven't been to
I
Atlanta
was-
strip club.
I've been to one. I
Fire
forgot the
food.
name of it. It was like a warehouse. It was huge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
Huge.
strippers
you
everywhere.
could touch.
At A3C.
It's a culture over there.
I don't know,
Can't
man.
touch. They ain't good. I like ones you could touch. They come up on you, you can grab them.
Oh, you gotta come to LA for that.
Word. I haven't been one to LA.
Yeah, go to Sam's.
That's the underground
Shout
one.
out Sam's Hoffa. Love you.
Is
You know
it
what I mean, that's the best place in the world.
I
son.
mean, there's some spots that are, they running a business outside of the
That
business.
spot though is like that's where all the new popping rappers
Go.
pop up at,
Oh, so that's too.
and they throw like 100,000 up in
Oh,
there.
what in the strip clubs?
Yeah, in
can't mess with
LA
that
and shit.
crowd.
Yeah, I feel even in Atlanta and Miami, I feel like that's like the format. You know, like you got a single, you shoot a video, and
Go
you
to the
promote it in the
club.
strip club.
Facts.
That's why like, you
Right.
see a lot of these big DJs are always in the strip club.
Always.
You know, I always hear about them.
People in there and they playing music. And you want, especially if you have music that's gonna pop in the strip club, you want that shit in there.
I seen Cardi B before she was Cardi B. She came to Sam's and stripped at Sam's.
Oh yeah,
She was fire. She was a good dancer.
yeah, she
Like
was
she
doing
was
her thing.
She was doing her thing. Like
I believe
Nah,
climbing
it.
to the
she-
top.
she really
loopity
danced,
looping
yeah.
and shit. That shit was
Loopity
bugged the
looping.
fuck out, son. I was like,
Nice.
yo, and I didn't even really know who she was. I knew she was from, the BX. So I was like, my man was like, yo, this bra from the BX from the B out here, and she fire. I'm like, how the fuck you know her?
Is that before reality
before.
TV?
Yeah, let's say-
All that shit.
Right.
This is before she was
And
Cardi
you
B.
remember her?
She was
Of course,
probably already.
because her name was Cardi B, right? And then I
Alright.
remember when she had that song out, and then I was like, Cardi B. I was like, that's that stripper broad. And then I seen her and I looked at her and I was like, that's 1,000% her. That's her. That's her face.
She's probably already lit on the gram. Her gram shit popped off early.
Yeah, she
Like
was.
she's because she's such a
Well,
personality.
well, she used to travel to strip.
Right.
Like, she would travel all over the place just to strip. So I mean, you got to get it popping to do some shit like that. But her show was fire. Like that's what motherfuckers don't really, I don't think, realize it. They're like, oh no, her stripping show was fire. Like she was doing acrobatics.
She's talented, so you know I believe it.
So yeah, she put a no. I think what it was is she put 100% into that shit.
Right.
Because she was trying to obviously get to where she got now.
Think she wanted to use that stripping for the rapping, like where she at now. She was using that as a
Just that mentality, yeah.
If you got that, I mean, if you trying to be the best stripper in the world, what makes you think you're not trying to be the biggest entertainer? If you get that opportunity,
True.
you gonna put that same effort. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Somebody like her that come from nothing and shit, they always gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because she don't ever want to go back to where the fuck she was.
Y'all have any music that could work potentially at a strip club?
Yeah, I got a couple songs.
You got some joints?
Yeah.
Red
What
Leopard.
about you, Banish? No
Yeah, I
dance
mean,
hall
like,
joints?
Nah, but like I got
Right.
like I still got young homies though. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so like
right, right.
like I'm older, but I got young homies and shit. So
Right.
every now and then my alter ego and shit go fuck with the young homies and do some shit that you wouldn't even know was me, bro. So yeah, I definitely got some shit.
Yeah, he do different flows.
I be doing like I said, I like to test my versatility and like do different shit. So like sometimes I'll get with the young boys and go fuck. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But I try to make it sound like you think that's what I would like what I do. Like you wouldn't even know any better. You'd be like,
Right.
oh, that's just what he do.
Right.
But that like I said, that's like some alter ego shit. You know?
So you're doing the mumble rap.
Nah, I wouldn't call it that. Not that crazy. Like
fuck with it.
I'm still
He
gonna
fuck with it.
like
Fuck
I'm
with
still I'm still gonna
He fuck
nah, I'm still gonna kill it, bro.
with it. He fuck with
Yeah,
it.
that
You
I
can
mean,
rap
yeah,
on these
yeah,
beats
yeah.
without mumbling.
He's
like
the
you can
youngest.
enunciate.
Yeah.
Well, the younger generation, you go. So you're gonna be the only one there speaking it clearly, and everybody else gonna be mumbling.
Nah, I wouldn't even say that far because like I'm not saying like my little homies right now are 16 and shit. I'm talking more like mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not like
That dumb
yeah,
down.
not no goofy shit.
I was like,
bro.
"Man,
I never do no
Nah, it ain't
goofy.
like
I
that.
never do no goofy
Hey,
shit.
Skeet, skirt.
It's just a different flow.
Little chirps and shit.
Yeah, that's the fun.
I think though the younger generation, I think their ad libs are hilarious.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the funniest shit in the world to me.
Yo,
know?
yeah,
Right,
but that,
right.
And I think they deliberately are trying to be funny. You know what I mean?
What about that
If they were
commercial?
really serious, if I was in a studio session with them and they did that shit and they had a serious ass face, I'd be like, y'all are different.
Doing
yo.
some Young Thug ad libs and shit.
Like,
So
y'all
they
are
having
mad.
fun. They having fun, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
Sounds like they just having fun.
That's
Right.
right commercial with the Migos. When he goes, bloop, bloop, this is a phone, a call I can't miss. They really actually write that shit down?
Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
I'm
it's
sure
off
he
the top.
just said that. Yeah.
That was like one of those moments.
Yeah.
I listen to all kinds of shit though, so it's like I don't be trapped in one. Like people think because of the type of music I make, that's all I listen to. But
That's
I
what
listen to
people
all
always
kinds
think.
of shit, bro.
I hate that perception.
Yeah.
I listen to
You listen
new
to
shit,
everything,
old
right?
shit.
Sure.
Yeah, I grew up
I
on
listen
like
to like R&B music.
Yeah.
You guys, these folks, I be flooding the house with it, you
Yeah.
know. Like I just put that shit on in the morning.
I
you know what I
grew
mean?
up-
Like that. I'm
Right,
just
right,
different.
right,
I'm from a. My pops is an OG, so like that's what we used to listen to.
Yeah, I
Earth, Wind,
was-
and Fire
yeah.
records, and all
Okay.
that shit. You know?
I grew up. My pops was on some like classic rock shit, and their moms was all
Classic rock.
Anita and Luther and like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Some
all
soul
that.
shit. Yeah, so
I listen to African music and all
Yeah.
types of stuff.
Yeah.
I do Afrobeat too. So
African
Yeah.
drum stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that shit's
yeah,
fire.
I do all types
I
of
don't.
stuff.
I don't feel like you can be complete if you just stuck in one genre of listening to music. You need to be influenced by all kinds of different sounds
For
and,
sure,
and
man.
vibes and shit.
So
Facts.
versatility, the music,
Sure.
off and on.
Different energies. There's always different music for different times. I don't always want to hear hard boom bap rap all the time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
You
like
got
that.
to different moods. You
Yeah,
wake up in
it's
different
like-
moods.
Mood, you about to
Yeah.
go out, you about to do this and that. Sometimes you
Yeah.
feel down, whatever. You
Yeah.
can't listen to one
Then
thing.
you're around those
It's
hard
moods.
Imagine just
Different
listening to
moods.
like
Like-
hardcore boom bap all day.
all
Right,
day.
right.
You'll end up shooting
gonna-
somebody.
You gonna eat.
Straight up, you end
Yeah.
up killing somebody.
It's like people that eat like pizza every meal. Like you gonna die.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell you doing, man? You need variety, man.
It's like
You
the
gonna
healthiest
die.
meal, man. You got your tomato, your bread, and your cheese. How you gonna die off of that?
All right, you on a pizza diet?
Variety to spice though.
You put pepperoni on top, maybe.
Yeah, right. We get some chickens.
Yeah.
Don't eat pork.
Social media. Why you keep nodding at me, program director? All right.
Social media. What's your social media handle?
A Banish Habitual on everything.
Word. And mine is at Bugsy Nino, BUGZYNINO.
Let me ask you that real quick. why Bugsy Nino and Supreme Cerebral? Because that confused me because I didn't know.
Right, so Bugsy Nino is like, I don't know, that's like what everybody in the hood called me.
Okay.
Because I was just known for doing crazy shit when I was little.
All right.
And I was dabbling in all kind of games.
Right.
So, like, Bugsy was like, I was bugged out. I got an attitude problem. Like, I'm a Taurus, you know what I mean? You rub me wrong, I'm going to show you an attitude. Like, it's just automatic, you know? So, Bugsy, bugged out, you know what I mean? Same shit.
And the Nino.
And then the Nino shit is from, you know, you put two and two together, you know what I'm saying?
So when you
That's just me. Like, that's me. Motherfuckers know me as Bugsy. Like, you go around my way, motherfuckers call me Bugsy. Don't nobody call me Preem. Like, rap, people that I rap with and do rap shit with call me Supreme and Preem and shit like that. But you go to, like, the hood, they call me Bugsy. And, like, when I first started all this social media shit, I was like, I'll just put Bugsy. Like, I wasn't thinking ahead, you know what I mean? If this Supreme shit was going to work. Plus, I was fighting a case, so I was like, I might just be in jail for the next 10 years. So forget it, you know what I mean? Like, what do I care about a handle, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, everything ended up being how it was, and I wasn't about to change everything to Supreme Cerebral. I just put Supreme Cerebral on all my social media underneath the Bugsy Nino.
Okay.
So then people kind of get it, you know, or they'll ask, like, you know, people are
all confused guys. Like
no, but I mean, I get where the confusion comes from because a lot of motherfuckers are like, you're Bugsy Nino. I'm like, yeah. They're like, who's Supreme Cerebral? I'm like, yo, this other motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah.
Why you asking?
Yeah. So like, yeah. I mean, it's both names. Plus, I did in the early 2000s, I did a couple mixtapes, and one was the Bugsy Nino one, Cigar City Mafia, and then Bugsy Nino 2, the Pim McGriff story. So it's like a twist on Kenneth McGriff. So I called it the Pim McGriff story. So you know, just little shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just a name. You know
smart. You're one of them intelligent hoodlums, huh?
Man,
smart guy over here.
Yeah. My mom's is super articulate, and she's into reading a lot. So she kind of instilled that into me when I was younger. Because people always be like, yo, you know every word in the dictionary. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you know all these words? It's like, read a book, fam. You start reading books, you start getting more vocabulary.
Right.
You know, you get well versed. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you gain knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You can't gain knowledge off watching TV.
It remind me of Sean Price, stuff like that. See, he's a real smart dude, Sean Price.
Right.
You need to start reading books, like.
I read lots of books.
What's the last book you read?
Dean Koontz.
What?
Dean Koontz.
What's that?
It's a horror.
48 Laws of Power.
No. He's I read horror books. Dean Koontz. I forgot the title, but I read it.
You see, I just caught him off guard.
No, Dean Koontz is the last book.
You can't name the book, right?
Yeah. I remember the title. Like I just finished maybe 2 years ago.
It's like, I remember the cover was black. It had like white writing on it.
Cover.
Yeah.
Had an OBI stripe.
Novel.
It was
The
thick.
OBI strip.
The OB strip on it. Had the OB strip on it. It was limited edition. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Never say never. Radio Sundays, man.
Yeah. Skirt.